Sup lads, welcome back to another video. First of all, I don't know what happened to that video yesterday on the second channel. I think in 9 hours it already became my most viewed video on this channel, and it's on 140 views now, I think. So I don't know what happened there, but hopefully this one does the exact same thing. Today, as you can tell from the title, Danny Ings, maybe he's leaving Saints. There's some reports coming out. Apparently, his contract talks haven't gone to plan, or something like that. And they're going to give you my thoughts if he does leave, which looks like probably the most probable thing at this time. But who knows what could happen? Anything can happen. He can end up signing a new contract, but at the moment, it doesn't look like happening. If you didn't know, his contract runs out next year in 2022. So that's when his contract does run out. But at this point, you're just thinking, why would he want to sign a new contract, really? I think he's 28, coming up 29 in June, I think. So he's kind of just in his prime year still. And now's really the time, right? Now is probably the best time for him to get that last big move in his career. Obviously, he was at Liverpool for a couple of years where we signed him from, but he was just so heavily hit with injuries there. I think he had 2 ACL injuries, which is never great for any player. He's been great since signing for us, and I mean, fair play to him. He wants that move. He probably deserves it. And just, I think, a few months ago, it looked like he was going to sign that new contract when we were flying high up the league, challenging for Europe, but now we're in this massive slump, 1 point from 24 possible points. And I don't blame him for wanting to leave. And I think that's kind of been now, I mean, he hasn't said anything, but I mean, it's that famous saying, his silence speaks 1,000 words, really, doesn't it? I mean, I think he has to be leaving at this point. Where he's going to go, I'm not sure. He's been linked with Spurs in the past. He's been from Man City more recently, but I just can't see him going to City. Spurs is probably one of the more realistic options. Maybe he could go to an Everton or a Leicester or something like that. Not quite the top 4 teams. I don't think he's maybe quite up there. Maybe he can go to Chelsea. They're having quite a few striker issues, aren't they? But can't see that happening either. I think it will be like to Spurs or Everton or something like that. But I don't know. It's just he hasn't been as great this season, obviously, as he was last season. But he has been hit with a lot of injuries. I think he's only got 2 goals in his last 11 games, which isn't great if you're trying to put yourself in the shop window. But I just, after such a superb season last year, I think he got 22 goals in the Premier League, only one off winning the Golden Boot, which is incredible for a Southampton player. And obviously, he's still our top goal scorer this season, but we're not as reliant from him. Ward-Prowse is getting some goals, most of them obviously from free kicks. There's some others. Adams has popped up with a few more goals this year, although he hasn't scored in absolute ages. I think 15 games now. We're stretching back for that. And yeah, that's just where we are at the minute. Not looking too good. And yeah, I don't blame him for wanting to leave, as I said. And I think Ralph was maybe kind of testing it out for next season already, just to see Adams and Redmond, what they were like up front. It was quite woeful, not going to lie. Redmond's never a striker. He should never be playing up front. I don't think he should be even starting on the wing. I mean, I think there's better options out there. Definitely like Minamino, Armstrong, Gineppo. I think they're all better than Redmond. Even Teller looked good. He's making a case to be starting over Redmond now. And I think Redmond could be one of the players that we sell in the summer. And along with Ings as well. I think anyway, even if we don't sell Ings, we still need to get in a new striker. Looks like he's probably going to go on a permanent move to Bournemouth. He's actually scoring quite a few goals there, surprisingly, this season. I think he's got 2 in his first 3 or 4 games. So he's looked alright at Bournemouth, but that's his level, really, isn't it? He's not a Premier League striker, and he never really has been, maybe apart from 1 or 2 seasons. And yeah, I just think we need a new striker at this point. I'm not sure who we're going to get. Obviously, we're not going to spend big because we never do. And there's going to be probably we're going to not do that because we don't spend really that much. And we'll probably stick with Adams and Redmond up front the next season, score 0 goals the whole season and go down. But obviously we won't do that. But I mean, we could still go down this season. I mean, at the rate that we're going. And yeah, I just think, I mean, Danny Ings, fair enough if he wants to leave. I'm surprised maybe he hasn't spoken about anything yet, but I mean, he'll probably speak about it towards the end of the season, maybe more. I mean, yeah, I mean, he just hasn't really looked passionate about the club for pretty much the whole year. I haven't just seen him want playing for the badge. I haven't seen quality from Danny Ings as I saw last season. Obviously, he's still one of our best players, there's no doubt about that, and he's crucial to the team. But I haven't seen the goals. The 2 goals in his last 11 games, I think, as I said. It's really not good enough if you're trying to put yourself in the shop window. But maybe he can pick up form. Maybe he can help Saints pick up form. And I think there's a lot more points I wanted to talk about in this video. But if I do end up going on forever, I'll still talk about it a little bit more. But I just think, I think Teller can play up front. I think Nandulu's been alright. But I think he's definitely not ready for the Premier League yet, starting week in, week out anyway. I mean, if the comments are unable for this video, let me know any strikers out there that we could potentially resign to replace Ings. My thoughts, I think he will end up leaving this summer. I just can't see him staying, and it'll be better to sell him anyway because I don't want to lose him for nothing. That wouldn't be great at all. But we've got other big players' contracts running out in 22-22. I think Vestergaard's is. I think that's one we need to get sorted out. He's been great this season. Definitely one of our players of the season. I think Armstrong's was, but we got him to sign a new contract. We also got, I think, McCarthy, but he's in contract talks at the minute. So, and anyway, he's not been one of our key players these last few games. Been key player for the other team, as it seems. And I think Forster's also as well. So that's our 2 first choice goalkeepers. We don't want both of them leaving. I think we do need a new goalkeeper in the summer anyway as well, but that's a talk for another day. We won't talk about the goalkeepers in this video. But yeah, that's going to have to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. The comments are unable, as I said. What are your thoughts on Danny Ings? Let me know. Do you think he'll leave? Do you think he'll stay? Do you think he's good enough for that potential top 4, top 6 move kind of thing? And even if he does move to Spurs, he's not going to get past Harry Kane. He's going to be a backup there. And I think he needs to look at himself and think, really, am I good enough for a top 6 club? I need to score some goals and prove it. I think that's what he needs to say to himself if he's going to get himself out there, if he wants a move. Anyway, thank you for watching today, guys. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe as well if you're new. Also, my main channel's in the description down below if you want to subscribe to that as well. I'm upload more main, just talk about football on there, not just Southampton. So yeah, thank you for watching today, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a like, and yeah, I will see you guys very soon for another video on this channel or the Footy Fan channel, and I'll see you guys soon.